Welcome to another edition of Motivational Monday. I dropped a video already on how, giving you a quick breakdown about manifestation and embodiment, right? The life that you have right now is 100%, you have a 100% success rate of what you are manifesting or what you are embodying. You might think I'm crazy about it, but if you really, really sit down and start to see the underlying conversations and the underlying vibrations and the underlying embodiments that you are doing consciously or unconsciously, that is 100% success. So that's why I tell people you are embodying and manifesting all the time. You just might not want that manifestation. So if you don't want that manifestation, now you got to sit up here and become a mechanic of your entire being. So now when you look under the hood and you see the heart and you see the brain, and a lot of people focus on the heart and the brain, and they never focus on the true system, which is your nervous system. They tell you, oh, feel from the heart. Cool. Love, peace, abundance, prosperity. Intellectually think from the brain. I want this money. I want this. I want that, whatever. However it looks, right? But it never comes to fruition. Why? It's because you got to look at the nervous system. You got to see what the nervous system is doing. Remember I said earlier, the brain and the heart sits on the nervous system as nodes. So whatever the nervous system is doing, the brain and the heart will mirror that. They do not work independently. They work all together. That's why if you paid attention to what people were saying about manifestation, it's all about alignment. Brain, heart, nervous system, higher mind. Quantum field, mirroring, boom, manifestation happens. I guarantee you start looking at your life right now and really being honest with yourself, you'll be like, yo, I did manifest that. I kept talking about ain't no good dudes, ain't no good dudes. In the last 2 years, all I met was no good dudes. You manifest that. You felt that. Your nervous system was already downloaded, probably from some trauma, from some old relationships. And it just say, here you go. You keep vibrating on it. You keep talking about it. We just creating this connection. So now, you want to manifest? You want to embody? Ask yourself this question. What would my successful self look like? What would he or she do? What would he or she say? How would they walk? How would they talk? How would they do this in the door? Whatever it is. We have this thing called visualization. You can visualize that. Just like right up here. That's a vision board, right? But that vision board and those mantras are not going to cut it if you don't get the vibrational part. This is easy to teach. That's easy to teach. It's easy to teach mantras and affirmations. That's the easy part. The most difficult part is really telling somebody, yo, your true speaking comes from a vibrational standpoint. Your vibes. Why you think I'm saying vibes over everything in all my posts? Because once you get the vibe together, everything else is going to fall in line. So let's talk about it. You ever heard of flow state? Flow state means that you're doing something or whatever it is, you're in that flow. And what that really honestly means is that you're not thinking of what you are doing. You're just doing it, right? I got to break this down to you because what I got to say to you is going to sound a little bit interesting or a little bit weird, but this is what it, flow state. We all heard of that. Flow state means that you're in the present state of mind. There's one activity that we all know that we don't think about the past or the future. We just in that present state of mind is when you're having fun with your significant other. And that's usually the most people can recognize, like, yo, I'm not thinking about nothing. I'm just flowing with it. That's your flow state. So now you know what flow state is. Now, watch this. You want to download, right? You want to download the attributes and the qualities, the manifestations, not the manifestations, the affirmations and the mantras, right? And the vision boards, right? This is how you do it. This is how you do it. How you regulate your nervous system and how you download it now. When you do breath works, when you do cold showers, when you do face dunks or you do ice cold water immersions or whatever it is, you reset your nervous system. You regulate your nervous system, right? You release all of this residual dust and trauma from the past. And what happens is the nervous system has an opportunity to be in the now. That means if the nervous system is in the now, you're in the now. And if you're in it now, peace, abundance, prosperity, love, fulfillment, happiness, health, and wealth. Learning how to regulate your nervous system gives you an opportunity to download what you truly want and desire. And when you do that, that's when you begin to vibrate from what you are speaking into existence. You now feel it, you visualize it, you speak it, you download it to the now. The nervous system now has the opportunity to regulate. And when you regulate, you can download whatever you want. I know it sounds crazy, but I guarantee you, if you just sit up here, take a cold shower, get out, forget being fearful, because everything is controlled. Right? You can always jump out or turn the hot water on. But if you take that cold shower, take that face dump, and you just sit in it, regulate your breath, and then when you're out of it, cooling or warming up, I am him. I'm peace, abundance, prosperity, love, fulfillment, happiness, health, and wealth. You just downloaded these amazing programs because we know what love is. We know what prosperity is. We know what health is. We know what abundance is. We know what that is already. So it's not like the nervous system don't know. It just needs to get that dusting that's been thrown on it for years and years out because we never learned how to truly regulate our system. That's why it's easy for people to say, just do these affirmations. Because to do this, you gotta get uncomfortable. You gotta get uncomfortable. You gotta see the bigger picture. I keep telling you guys, this is a vibrational universe. Your heart is not gonna get you there. Your brain is not gonna get you there. Your intellect is not gonna get you there. What's gonna get you there is your nervous system vibrating from that level, and all of those things that I mentioned will then become aligned, and the quantum field is going to be like, oh, it took you long enough, here you go, boom. That's simple. But people don't want to get uncomfortable, so people don't talk about the uncomfortable truths of manifestation. Manifestation of embodiment is really, literally taking your personality and transmuting it into what you truly want. But you have to literally destroy all of that vibration and that energy from the past, especially negative trauma stuff, and now download what you truly want. It's the only way you're going to do it. You can talk to anybody that manifests to tell you the same thing. And the funny thing is, this is the crazy thing. It don't matter if you're a bad person or a good person. If you understand this process, you will manifest what you want. Until next time, Motivational Monday.